So a great stay here in the seminarium last night. We got a relaxing morning, so it's gone 9 o'clock. We're going to grab some breakfast, watch some people come in down in the square, see some friends who are a day behind us come in and finish their caminos, and then we're heading off on our epilogue, on our next little section, 3-day section to the sea. This afternoon, walking to Negreira, which is 20 kilometres this afternoon. Going to get there probably 5 or 6 o'clock this evening, having seen people this morning, and then 2 more days after that to get ourselves to Compostela and get in the sea and finish this thing off once and for all. So if you're coming with us, you're very welcome. If you've had enough and feel that getting to Santiago was enough for you, no problem. But if you're very welcome to join us on our little extra section today. So here is the central food market, all kinds of cheeses and meats, vegetables, fruit. So I just thought I'd do a little video of some things that I was sent with from Ruth and Miriam. So you will have met dear Boris the bull. He's still up for it, still wants to do the next 3 days. He's a happy little bull and he's been a great little companion, and made me think about Miriam regularly, which is really nice. And yeah, he's become quite a little feature of the Camino journey. And then Ruth gave me, before we left, this really nice little pewter shell that has been hanging on the back of my bag all the way, which is really nice. Just a little thing from Ruth, so to have with me, remind me of her. The other thing I've had is a little coin with a prayer for travellers. Let's see if I can get that in focus. There we go. Really nice little coin which I carried with me all the way. So really grateful for those things from Ruth and Miri, and it's been really nice just to have a look at them or hold them every now and again and remind me of them.
Hey, Chantal! Where are you, Chantal? Please! Chantal!
Well, more emotional reunions in the square this morning. We're now late. We've got to get out of here, do 20 clicks. But it's been great to see a number of people as they finished. There's been tears, there's been joy, laughter, some crazy photographs. But yeah, now it's time to get to the next place. It's almost 2 o'clock. And we've got a pretty hard 20k to do, so we're looking at 6:30 for arriving. We should be fine. Time for a shower and a dinner, but let's go. Wrong way. This way. Adios, Santiago de Compostela. I've just been thinking about expectations, which I think are really important in life. What are our expectations? What are we expecting? What do we want to happen? And when that doesn't happen, how do we react? Coming into Santiago de Compostela, I'd watched on YouTube and read in various forums that arriving in Santiago can be a real anticlimax. You just turn up in the square and you go and get your Compostela and you wait in the queue and it sort of happens and then you're out and that's it. You've come to the end of your journey. That was not what I experienced yesterday. I came into the square by the cathedral, felt hugely emotional, felt the joy of having completed a journey. I felt the sadness of having to say goodbye to some friends that I'd made, and just felt a sense of fun as well, and messing about with silly photographs, and it was a real celebration and really meaningful. It's great when your expectations, I guess, are low and what you experience exceeds your expectations. One area where I've always had my expectations met, I think, is in my trust in the Lord. I can't think of a time where I felt that God has let me down or not fulfilled my expectations of him. And I hope that means my expectations are rounded and I understand God to a fairly decent extent, and I know that he wants the best for me, and I can trust in him. So he has always fulfilled expectations. In fact, when I look closely to God, he always exceeds my expectations, even though my expectations in him are really high. He is faithful, he is trustworthy, he is abundant, he is full of grace and mercy, he's full of love. And the more I look, the more my expectations are exceeded. My walk with him is one of living in that fulfilled expectation and beyond. But I haven't always found that in everyday life. I've been on, expensive holidays where maybe it hasn't quite lived up to what I'd hoped. I've gone out for special meals or that I've been really looking forward to for a long time. And maybe it hasn't quite been what I was expecting. Everyday life, I think, I nailed it down. But God doesn't. He's for us, he cares, and he can be relied upon to come through. Not just to give us everything that we might want. We can't just rely on him to give us a Ferrari or whatever, it might be nice. But to give us the very best, because life in him is abundant. What do you place your expectations upon? And do you often feel let down? Place high expectations in God. He comes through every time because he's a rock. He's strong. He is for us. And he wants us to live a life of abundance in him. When our will is sold out to him, we will be fulfilled in him. Leave that one with you to have a little think about today as we make our way towards Finisterre and walk through this beautiful wooded area that is just keeping a little bit of the sun off us at the moment. It's already stunning. Having left Santiago, I was told that it was beautiful, and it sure is. Expectations being met today, which is lovely. God bless. So there's no more crowds. Now that we've left Santiago, last section from Sarria to Santiago, there was lots of people all over the place, and now it's gone all quiet again. That probably means that not so many people are walking this route, but it might mean Cody and I are the only idiots who want to do it in the afternoon. But it's absolutely glorious, even if it is a little sweaty. Okay, so we've just stopped for a quick drink and the world's biggest sandwich, bocadillo peregrino, and that had ham and cheese and tomato and lettuce and cucumber and tuna and goodness knows what in it. Absolutely amazing. Added a little bit of Cody's hot sauce just to spice it up a little bit, and it's now coming up to 5 o'clock, and we've still got 11k to go. It's high 20s, and yeah, it feels really warm, and we need to be there by 7, so need to get on with it. We've got a 1,200 foot climb coming up just down there, so need to put our best foot forward, as my grandmother would have said. When we started the Camino, the grapes were just tiny little dots, just beginning to form. And we've been here so long that the grapes around us now are looking like just slightly underripe grapes. They're probably... So we have our hill in front of us. This is what we've got to get over in the next 2 or 3k. A bit of a climb, and then once we're up to the top of this, it should be fairly downhill to Negreira. Okay, we're going uphill. Just had a warning about its steepness. It's definitely a steep one, this one. But every challenging hill is the opportunity to gain the greatest perspective. Little motto for life. Found a rather gorgeous little spot here for a quick refresher before walking the last 3.5, 4k into Compostela. Really feeling it a little bit. The heat's quite strong, sun's strong. The climb in the middle there, 1,200 feet, was a bit of a killer, but we're getting there. And this is a very nice little spot to relax for a moment. Just 10 minutes. So I've made it to Negreira, interesting town, not an awful lot here, decent shop that was open, so we were able to get a few bits and pieces for tomorrow, because we've got a long day, 35k, longest one that we've done tomorrow. Went out for a quick hamburger as well, and now we're going to call it a night. It's been a long day because of the time that we spent down in Santiago this morning and leaving late, but looking forward to the day tomorrow. So hope you're all doing well, and for those still journeying with me on my pilgrimage, it is Buen Camino.